Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you our 2013 NFL Draft Special for the Indianapolis Colts. We're handing out draft grades, and we're going to take a look at every last selection the Colts made this past April, as well as some undrafted free agents that you want to keep an eye on. The Colts solved a lot of their issues via free agency, so coming into the draft, they shifted their focus to building depth along their roster, whether it be the offensive line or even on the defensive side of football. And I think they were able to accomplish some of that with Hugh Thornton, Khalid Holmes, Monterey Hughes out of UT Martin, John Boyette. Hopefully he pans out as far as being cleared medically, because this guy was definitely a player before all of the injury concerns. And also Mr. Irrelevant Justice Cunningham, another sound tight end. Good, solid depth guys from top to bottom. Now, what I like most about the Colts draft, I feel as though they got a steal with Werner out of Florida State. There's a lot to like about his game, and it's funny that people knocked his game based off his experience in coming over from Germany when Ziggy Ansah went in the top 5, and his tape is nowhere near the caliber, and he's nowhere near the caliber of player as Werner. Werner's a guy that's going to come in, play that rush in, and do a great job both versus the run and the pass. And I also like getting Kerwin Williams out of Utah State, another weapon for that running game for Andrew Luck. This guy can catch the football out of the backfield. He has the shiftiness to make people miss and string together long runs, and also can help you out as a returner. So all in all, they get 3 players with 1 pick in Kerwin Williams out of Utah State. The one thing I didn't like about the Colts draft, I felt as though they failed to get more weapons at the receiver position for Andrew Luck. I know last year they drafted T.Y. Hilton and Levon Brazil, but you don't bring in Darius Haywood-Bey and say, okay, we've solved that receiver question. There's still some questions there. They could have added some more young targets to grow with Andrew Luck in that passing game. A couple of undrafted free agents that could surprise and make the roster. You look at Sheldon Price out of UCLA, 6'2", 180 pounds, maybe close to 175. I watched him down at the East-West Shrine game. He had an outstanding week of practice. Good press corner despite his size, has the ball skills, and is not afraid to come in and stick his nose in a tackle or two. So I think this guy will fit nice in that Colts secondary and be a tremendous player from day one. Also keep an eye on Dax Swanson out of Sam Houston State. We've covered a lot of Bearcat games over the course of the last 3 seasons, and one thing that's always stood out is how well he plays the game no matter the competition. Matched up very well versus Baylor. This guy can hold his own. I think he has a spot on that Colts roster. Instantly upgrades their return game as well. I'm giving the Colts a C for their draft. They added 1 impact player, and that was Werner out of Florida State. Everywhere else, there's some question marks. Did they get better in the secondary? Did they help Andrew Luck by getting receiving weapons? I don't think so. So we'll see how this class plays out. But overall, remember, the Colts did a lot in free agency, so they came in with a different focus for the draft. I also want to give a huge shout out to Colt fan forums for always showing football game plan support.